Are we on?
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Brothers from Great Millstone, New Orleans, coming at you with another live camp. Prior to getting started, I'd like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shur Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and me and the brothers were just talking. All right, we're gonna pretty much get into the chariots of the Lord today, man. Okay, we got an article, and we're gonna get some meat from it, right, and then back it up with scriptures. All right, but first and foremost, start me off with this article, and then we'll get into it with the scriptures.
This from
That's the Guardian. Yeah.
it's from the Guardian. Okay, and it says the release of UFO files won't satisfy conspiracy theorists, but it concerningly Salagi, I'm gonna read it one more time. It said the release of UFO files won't satisfy the conspiracy theorists, but it certainly serves Trump's agenda. And it's from Daniel, how you say his name? Lavelle.
Right.
And
Sure.
I was getting the time.
Yeah, go ahead. You can get the
and it's this was released May 16th, 2026.
today. All right, a couple hours ago. You see, but nevertheless, I had the brother. He gonna go into more of the meat of the matter. All right, but it said that it serves Trump's agenda. Okay, which you have to understand that classification and them redacting different files and things of that nature. It ultimately has a sinister agenda. Okay, just like this devil uses propaganda and different other news articles and news media sites and things of that nature to distract the public, to distract the people. This is also another form of distraction, man, that this devil is using. Okay, for years, you've had people that wanted to know what was in Area 51, right? There's so-called talks about this devil having a so-called UFO, right? Which we understand them as the chariots of the Lord, man. You see, the vehicles in which the angels travel in. But it says that these devils are gonna declassify, right? Evidence of them having it, which we know they don't, man. Okay, they can't bring down one of the chariots of the Lord, man. That technology can't keep up with it. You see, there's videos and different accounts in which these chariots of the Lord were moving in ways Esau couldn't even fathom. You see, stopping on a dime, making a 90-degree turn with zero effort. All right, but keep going now. And whatever y'all got, we'll get into it.
This is the first paragraph. Okay, it says the U.S. Department of Defense released the first batch of its UFO files last week at the direction of the president, Donald Trump, who promised to make them public based on the tremendous interest shown.
Why is it a tremendous interest shown in the chariots, man? Because now they can't disprove the chariots. It's no longer what they used to say back in the 70s, in the 60s. Those that believed in chariots were conspiracy theorists. Used to call them tin hatters. They used to, that was like a reproach, to call people who believed in the UFOs a tin hat, right? Basically deeming you crazy, man, mocking you. Okay, but nevertheless, now certain files and videos and things of that nature of the chariots of the Lord are starting to come out, man, because they're becoming more prevalent. All right, it's harder to hide them now that the internet, okay, the internet of things is what, telling on these devils, man. All right, the evidence is here. You see, and really they don't have no real concrete evidence. All right, there's nothing physical in which they can show you. They can only show you what the Lord allowed them to show you, man. All right, which is different videos. There's no chariot that they took down and put inside a cellar or warehouse and none of that, man. Okay, there's none of that. All right, the Lord, and ultimately we're gonna start getting into the scriptures too, but the Lord gonna start leaving these chariots all right, and showing you, all right, his true power and his might, man. Keep going. You want to say something?
Yeah, but okay, we get little glimpse of this with these incidents of these so-called UFO sightings, man.
Yep.
We see what happens when they try to when the chariots are playing with these different army bases, man. When they trying to shoot at the chariots, how the chariots are just playing with them, man. Okay, the Lord give us a glimpse of that.
I got that movie, I think District
9.
District 9. You know, in that movie District 9, the government was trying their hardest to get their hands on the alien weapon, but they couldn't because in order for them to interact with it, you have to be a part of that you know, you have to be that type of being.
You have to be one of them.
Yeah, you have to be one of them. But since Esau can't get their hands on it because it's impossible, you need to be on a extraterrestrial level, a celestial being, in order to operate that, man. You know, so a mortal body to touch something that's holy, it's impossible.
Get it in Zechariah, man, the first chapter. We're gonna get off into that because hey, when you go into it, man, the chariots they don't drive like a car or a plane or a jet, like the things of this world. Nah, man, it's totally different. Like this brother was saying, man, we talking about an angelic vehicle, okay? But continue with that.
It says
I'm about to look for it right now.
Trump's right. Of course, it says nearly half of Americans believe aliens have visited the Earth, and many believe that the government is hoarding the evidence.
Yes.
And some shadowy laboratory or military base.
Right. They say they're hoarding evidence. The only evidence that they probably have are some like I said, videos, probably some very good videos, right? Up close and personal things, different testimonies from people who've seen these vehicles, right? These chariots of the Lord. But keep going.
It says this conspiracy began in 1947 at Roswell, New Mexico, when the Roswell Army Airfield issued a news release about the crash of a flying disc,
which we know that's bullshit, man. Okay. Hey, these vehicles of the Lord don't run on gasoline, ethanol, jet fuel. All right. There's no mechanical problems. All right. Now these things are perfect in their being, man. Okay. You want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say they had a video back in the day of a chariot, flying close to a black hole,
God.
And it shows you how far advanced it is, because when you look at a black hole, it sucks up everything, life and all the essence of that's around it. But for a chariot to be able to fly in and out and to just be around it, it's a different level.
You had what, maybe 2 years ago, videos of these different observatories, telescopes that Esau Edom has created. They look towards the sun, and there was a massive fathership, taking energy from the sun, man. Absorbing energy from the sun. You see, these vehicles are so far out, they boggle the minds of these scientists, man. Not just Edomite scientists, but all scientists, man. Okay.
Yeah, because I can't find it, but that article I was showing you, before we started, it mentioned that these so-called UFOs were making multiple 90-degree turns, man. Okay, and to do that, you know how advanced a plane from Esau can't do that.
A jet neither.
A jet, none of they vehicles made by Esau, man, can make 90-degree turns and stop on a dime.
The laws of physics.
That's right.
This show you how advanced the vehicles of the Lord is, man.
So I forget the guy's name, but he was a former director of defense, for America. But he said that these whatever these things are, quote unquote, right? Which you're talking about, the chariots, right? He said that they are far advanced. They're at least 100 years into the future, which we know is far beyond that. Okay, the technology of the heavens is way beyond the comprehension of modern day scientists, man. They've never seen or ever come up stumbled upon the knowledge in which the heavens conceal, man. And to know that we're gonna ultimately be what? saved by these same very things, okay, because it's gonna take some a heavenly vehicle, right? Which I got that held up in Isaiah as well, man.
60 church.
Nah, 31 and 5. All right. Because hey, no, that's not the one I was looking for, but we'll get it too. We'll get that one too. But nevertheless, all right, it's gonna take these chariots to save us, man. Okay, and they're gonna also be doing what? Hey, destroying as well, man. Cabal, you want to say something?
No, you good.
No precept you want to bring out?
I know everybody got that
Come.
Zechariah 5. Yeah,
Go ahead.
got it. I'm gonna get this when you get there.
Come, you got
This the back brother perfect. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 6, verse
Mhm.
18. And it reads, and it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 19, and
So yeah, because the brother brought out in that article, it went into that these UFOs have visited the earth before, in which they have, man. Okay, hey, different brothers have their own testimonies, okay, of seeing these different UFOs, right, all across the globe, man. Since the beginning of time, you have different accounts in which these UFOs. I'm using that word loosely, obviously, right? But the chariots of the Lord have interacted with humans, man. Okay, they've been a big portion of history. You see, you also have what that guy Christopher Cuball. There's accounts in some of his documents when he came over here, man, that they were led by what, man? So-called UFOs, man.
What you call it? They had that previous sighting that a lot of brothers were sharing amongst each other in the sky. You know, they had the line.
Yeah, I actually got a video of that in my phone.
Yeah, me too. On the way home, it was crazy because just to see how it's moving in a pattern. To see something like that, never before in your life, man, is mind blowing, man. And to know that that's the Lord and His holy angels riding in the chariots, man, is beautiful.
That's right, man. These are the messengers of the Lord, man. So, go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 6, verse 19. And will begin to make inquisition of them, would they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
Ultimately, what, man? Taking tabs, okay? Taking out information, all right, on the different affairs of the Edomites, Israelites, everybody, man. They're taking notes, all right, and bringing it back into the heavens. You see? That was it.
Yeah, I want to back up because when you go into the word inquisition, it means investigation.
That's
The
right.
angels are investigating, scoping out what's going on, all unrighteousness, the wickedness going on, and report back to the heavens.
That's right. You can go ahead with that Zechariah. Oh, you had a precept first, huh?
Yeah, that was the Zechariah.
Okay, good.
Now, this is Zechariah 5 and verse 1, and it says, Then I turned and lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Yeah, and real quick, I want to say this because you have to understand that, hey, this brother Zechariah was basically given the best description that he possibly could in the ancient world, man. Okay, this is it, in which we got other precepts, all right, that call it the chariots what? Doves, right? Wings, okay? All of that, man. But this is how he described it, as a flying roll.
And if I can I read it in the NLT? It's going to explain like how long it is. This is Zechariah 5 and 2. It says, What do you see? The angel asked, I see a flying scroll.
That's right.
I replied, it appears to be about 30 feet long and 15 feet wide. So it gives a perfect description of how the size of the chariot is, man.
Right.
Just for you to see that in the sky, clear as day, it's a mind-boggling thing. And in the previous life, they couldn't really describe it as how we could describe it now.
You can keep speaking.
Yeah. But these men of the Lord back in the day, when you only been given a certain amount of stuff to speak on and describe, you can't really say pitch perfect how it is, but they can only go off of what they seen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they said what it was, a roll inside of a roll, man.
Right. Hey, The chariots got what? The chariots got the powers, okay, to turn into different shapes, right? There are different depictions all throughout time as these the chariots being in shapes of what? Saucers, cigar shape,
Yeah.
right? All sorts of shapes, man. But this is the technology of the Lord, okay? Esau don't have anything in his arsenal that can compete or compare to these different chariots, man. All right? That's the power of the Lord. You see? Jake not gonna be driving a fucking Lexus in the kingdom of heaven. You know? None of that. We're gonna be in chariots, man. Okay? You got what? What that's called, man? Different cars like a Urus, right?
Oh yeah.
Lamborghinis, okay, all sorts of things, man. But they have nothing on all right, these chariots of the Lord. But you got more on that, right?
I think that was good.
No, you got more.
So verse 3 it says, then say he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that steal it shall be cut off as on this side.
Reread it again for me.
Okay. This is Zechariah 5 and 3. It said, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that steal it shall be cut off as on this side, according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on the side according to it.
And God, hey man, that's talking about, hey man, the chariots, man, who the word they call UFOs, man, it's a curse. Now I'm saying to these people, man, that name who? You know what I'm saying? I said the house of what? The house of the thief.
Yep.
Well, that's talking about Esau, man. He's the thief, man. You know, according to John chapter, I think it's like chapter 10. It's in John for sure, the New Testament, man. Well, how, hey man, Esau, he's that thief, man.
That's right. I think it says
Okay,
right here.
okay.
In verse 4, it says, I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh of armies, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Yeah.
And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
Yeah,
And
you got
if I could say, if you have a little bit of age on you, or you in the movies, what movie should come to your mind? It said that it shall remain in the house of the thief. What happened in Independence Day? Okay. Hey, that chariot came in and it remained within the house of the thief for a number of days, man.
Until the work was finished.
That's right, man. Okay. And that's going to happen in real life. That movie was inspired by the scriptures. That wasn't something that a movie director, I think that was Steven Spielberg, who made was that Steven Spielberg who made Independence Day?
Let's see, I can look it up.
But even that guy himself, he also made what? Water Worlds. Okay. And all of these things were what? Pulled out of the scriptures, straight from the scriptures, man. Okay. What you want to say?
Yeah, 'cause them devils know who riding around.
you got that.
Yeah, them devils know who riding around in them chariots too. So-called Negroes. That's our president up there riding around in so-called UFOs, bro.
Yeah.
And it's recently a picture been going around lately around a brother. They got a Hebrew writing on a chariot,
That's
bro.
right.
And if you look, if you zoom in, they look like afros, beards. You know what I'm saying, man? That's our brother riding around them ships, bro. Beholding the good and the evil. Got it.
They had another picture. The elder had made a video about it. It had the Hebrew Hebrew characters around a motherboard, man. Just to show you that the motherboard that we have now, it was given to the Lord, man. So all the technology that y'all have and y'all dealing with right now, it was given to us by the Lord on a much lower level. So think about what's gonna happen when you see something that's on a celestial level.
Hey, and I want to say this too, because I learned this from the apostles way in the beginning, man. All Esau's technology is secondhand technology, man. Okay. Hey, the Lord, he got shit that's gonna blow our minds away, man. All right. All of the far out sci-fi movies that you see with all of the technology of the future, things of that nature, right? Flying cars, doors that open automatically, right? Bioactive, machines and things of that nature, man. All of that's envisioned from what, man? All right, things of the heavens, man. Okay.
That's
What's this?
Yeah, because that's why the scriptures mention that this devil is trying to make himself as the Most High.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing but copying things from the scriptures, like you've been saying. Okay, and because he knows that the Lord is on a whole nother level, he's trying to catch up. But you got it.
Now I wanted to say this because they had a Sheetamite astronaut, right? And she was saying when she looked out the window, because these devils can't go to low orbit space, man.
Right.
Right? These different space stations and satellites and things of that nature. She said that when they had a sighting of an angel, man. Right? And it was a so-called black man with an afro. And it said he was strong of stature too, man. You know? But like his brother said, man, that's our brethren, all right, in those chariots, man. Okay? And they monitoring things, man. What it told you in that second Ezra 6, it said that they are basically counting down to our punishment is fulfilled. All right, and it's getting very much close. Because they gotta what? They gotta save us, man. Or not Yahushua gonna save us, but nevertheless, they're gonna be there in like manner. You see? But I'm gonna get this real quick. Y'all have anything before we get this?
I got something.
Go ahead quick and we'll grab that.
This is Isaiah 60 and 8. It says, "Who are these that fly as a cloud, and as the doves to their window? To their window." You know what I'm saying? That just shows you, what they're flying in. They describe them as a cloud.
Say it again now. Go back to the beginning.
Oh, this is Isaiah 60 and 8.
Uh-huh.
It says, "Who are these that fly as a cloud, and as the doves to their windows?"
That's right, man. Hey, the chariots got windows on them, man. All right, in different photographs and videos, you can see that. Also, the scriptures tell you what? We're going to be looking down from the chariots, Lord willing, we are that number. All right, for what? At the sea of glass.
Yep.
You see? Being delivered from the said doom, okay? The ICBM nuclear missiles. Con, we gonna get that next. But you had more in that, right? Oh, that was it.
That was it.
Con, go ahead and grab that, and we'll get that new.
This the book of Isaiah,
Uh-huh.
chapter 26 and verse 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter into thy chambers,
Yep.
and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as if for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed."
See? That's pretty much it.
Mm.
That's pretty much it. What you want to say? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but nevertheless, hey, in order for us to escape that doom, okay, the blast of those ICBM nuclear missiles, we can't be here in America. All right, no bunker can save you. All right, none of that can save you, man. Those that are buying bunkers, and off the top of my brain, guys like Rick Ross, right, who investing in these billion-dollar bunkers, okay, things of that nature, man, that's just a fancy oven, man. All right, expensive oven. Because the scriptures tell you that 200 million missiles are gonna hit America, man. All right, you can't dig deep enough to get away from the heat of those missiles. You see, them people, hey, them niggas gonna bake in there, man. Along with all of his car collection. Where he gonna ride at after all of the destruction? Fuck you think you're gonna be on like Mad Max?
He said his bunker gonna be gold, all gold, everything.
That's insane, man.
They actually put in these movies. There's one movie in particular I was watching, I forget the name at the moment, but they believe that they go somehow survive the nuclear destruction of America and restart, bro.
Fallout.
Yeah,
Yep.
Fallout.
Yeah, they put that.
What's the other one?
Fallout.
They got a show on Netflix called
Greenland.
Mhm.
Yeah, not that one. It's another one. It's another one where they went set in space until, and then they can't. You know which one I'm talking about?
I don't remember the name.
They had like different clans and shit when they came back down, and the air was toxic. It was a whole thing, but it was revolving around them after the missile.
Yeah, that's what. That's what Tyler Perry for sure.
You know that brother. He know all of them.
Yeah,
he know all
It
of
was true.
But nevertheless,
I
you know,
forget what it is.
hey, these are the things in which
Yes, yes.
what is called
Hundreds.
the hundreds.
Yeah.
Yes,
No doubt.
it's just like it's literally showing you what happens after the missile. And you can tell that's what you got there.
Yeah, but that's not realistic, man.
Done.
Okay, and that go to show you that they don't have no understanding according to the scriptures. All right, hey, we're reading that there will be nothing left. Okay, we're reading that. You see? And we're convinced, we're persuaded. You want to say something?
Yeah, because these we know that these words are true. What they're doing is that's imagination, man.
That's fictitious, man.
Everything that's was said that was gonna be done in these scriptures has happened. So with that being in mind, everything that's supposed to happen or is gonna happen, that's gonna come to pass. Right?
Right.
Okay, the Lord said His word is not gonna return unto Him void.
And that's why we believe, right, hey, that those so-called UFOs or UAPs, right, are our vehicles of salvation, man.
Mhm.
All right, we believe that because it was said that they will be, man. All right, go ahead and matter of fact, get that article.
All right, man. What I'm about to read is a speech that Ronald Reagan made to the UN, man, which is United Nations, man, in 1987, man. I'm gonna get straight to the point. He stated that in that video, man, which, hey, you want to look it up, man. It's called 1987 UN speech, man, by Ronald Reagan. That's what he said. And now in our obsession with antagonism of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond. I occasionally think how quickly our difference worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
And what he had in mind, and what most of the, I'm gonna say 95% of the world believe when it says that word alien, they believe some little green men or some great men with oval eyes and a big ass fucking head, man. All right, nah, this we talking about. Hey, the angel in a lot of, right? They mock your Howard shot, man. They're mocking your Howard shot. You see? Wait, what?
That sounds
Y'all got it on deck if y'all need.
yeah, go ahead.
John.
Yeah, it's the book of Psalm 68, verse 17, and it reads, "The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place."
Said the angels, man.
Heavy.
On the chariot, yeah.
That's right, man. Hey, and then, hey, they coming to kick ass, man. All right. Hey, one of my favorite movies, all right, to depict that is what? That War of the Worlds. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Not the old one, the one with Tom Cruise, man. When people were being zapped to powder.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, and that movie was spiritual. Because if you can receive it, hey, Tom Cruise was actually one of the elect, man. Because things were happening around him. Nothing was happening to him, man. All right. Every time he got in a bind or a situation, they came and they messed shit up around him and he escaped. You see? But we gonna get that too in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. We gonna get that. Believe it. Believe it, huh?
Yeah, that's why, man, it's a curse, man.
Mhm.
These heathens, man, and the 2/3 too, man. That's why we got that Zechariah 5, man. No, because they coming to destroy them, man.
That's right.
But it's a blessing unto us, man, because that's why salvation, man. So,
Yeah, it said the curse that go out over the whole earth. You see? And what happened in I wanted to make a point about that Ronald Reagan speech too. All right, because it said that they're gonna come together, right? And that's ultimately what's gonna happen, man. Hey, in the midst of what? World War III, they're gonna drop their attention from fighting one another and come together, all right, to fight the Lord, man. What did you saw that in Independence Day? There was a brief snippet of all the different leaders, okay, of these different armies, all right, Russia, China, Turkey, all right. I think it was even damn, what they name is, man. Even Mexico, man. All of them. All right, they all came together to what? To fight the so-called UFOs, man. All right, and that's gonna happen in real time. It was written about, okay. But you about to get what you was looking for?
yeah.
Go ahead.
There's Revelation chapter 12, verse 7.
Yep.
And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
That's right, man. Hey, that's not talking about. Hey, this devil don't have angels like that, man. All right, that's Esau and his different jets, fighter jets, man. They're gonna be fighting in the sky. Well, really, it's gonna be a one-sided fight because their technology can't keep up with the technology of the chariots, man. Like we read, hey, they're gonna be doing what? Making 90-degree turns, disappearing in and out of the atmosphere. They got videos of chariots going in the water and coming back out, man. Nothing that Esau have can do that. All right. Like this brother said, I like the way you said it. They defy the laws of physics, man. All right. Want to say something?
Yeah, because what we've been going into the books of Revelation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot where it said that, where it says these shall make war with the Lamb. Okay, going into how these
Nations.
yeah, these nations are about to get ready, like you said, get ready to fight with the Lord, man.
That's
Okay?
right.
But it says in that verse that the Lord shall overcome them, man. It's not even gonna be close.
God got that in verse 8. It said, and the angel and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
That's
They
right.
defeated it, man.
Yep.
You know,
And it's gonna be so one-sided. You know, the Lord is about to basically reintroduce himself, all right, unto the world, man. All right, everybody's gonna know and hear about the things in which the Lord about to do. All right, they're gonna understand that the Lord was in control the whole time. Make a point.
That's gonna be the new trend in the earth, man.
Yeah.
Gonna be the new trend.
Just like it was in Egypt, all right, when the Lord brought down Pharaoh. You see, hey, the Lord about to do the exact same thing, man.
That's why it says it should be no more said.
That's
The
right.
Lord
Yeah.
liveth. That I'm about to get it in Jeremiah right quick. Let's get
Yeah, get it.
16 chapter.
You know, these are things we believe because without this, there's no hope. All right, there's nothing else that could save us. You see, there's nothing else.
This is the
Go
book
ahead.
of Jeremiah chapter 16.
Mm-hmm.
Starting at verse 14. It says, Therefore, but behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their father.
That's right, man. All right, hey, we came here on ships and we gonna leave on chariots, man. All right, Lord willing, we are that number. Okay. Hey, the Lord about to show. He about to show who he truly is, man. All right, because the earth don't know who the Lord is. All right. Hey, they don't know, but they about to get a first-class seat. Okay.
They are forgotten, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the Lord, it says it will be no more said, right? Because the
Yep.
Lord has once had his name through the earth, man.
That's right.
Okay, but okay, for his purpose, okay, because these ain't things that these devils have done themselves.
Right.
Okay, the Lord has done this. This whole thing is set up through him, man.
That's
Okay,
right.
but for the purpose of the Lord's own movie, because this is his movie, right?
Come.
He have allowed these devils to get it as high as they are, man.
That's right.
So that he is magnified, so that nobody will ever transgress him again, man.
It's like the old saying say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Come.
All right, and the Lord has allowed this devil, like you said, all right, to puff himself up. Okay, to brag about his name so much in the earth and do things to puff himself up, right? To where when the Lord take this devil down like this, it says in 1 hour, all right, America shall be destroyed. When the Lord do it just like this, man, hey, that's gonna strike fear into the rest of the world, man.
What it say? It said that in Revelation, man, where it says, the nation shall well, man. That's why they gonna be so shocked because of how greatly esteemed Babylon the Great is, man. Okay, but like you said, in 1 hour, man, the Lord gonna do away with this place. And
if I can say real
Go
quick
ahead.
before you go on, because they're gonna also well because this is a consumer country, right? Taking all of the different things that are being imported here,
Right.
they're gonna well for that as well. They're gonna well because of the destruction, but ultimately they're gonna well because they can't do business like how they ain't gonna make money like that. No, I'm just
yeah,
because Jake might not know that,
right.
you know. Well, go with your precept.
This is Romans 9:17 to back up what y'all were saying.
Uh-huh.
It says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Huh? Hey, that's point blank, period, man. Hey, the Lord about he's just hey, this devil is just a tool, man. All right, a fucking low ranking tool. Okay, that the Lord he about to be done playing with it, man. He's about to get tossed to the side utterly. You know,
It don't even take what the Lord is bringing on his devil
Right.
to complete this. Okay, we know that one angel could destroy the earth, brother.
God,
So with that being said, this is all for the purpose of prophecy, man.
that's
The
right.
Lord is doing this to magnify his name, man.
Hey, the Lord about to allow 200 million missiles to hit this place.
Huh.
Hey, that's overkill.
Yeah.
That's overkill, man. Then he got his son coming down here, and he also got the chariots that's gonna what? Be shooting lasers and zapping motherfuckers, man. That's overkill, but that's all for the Lord's purpose, all right? To build his name back up, man. Go with that precept.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66,
Uh-huh.
verse 15, and reads, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Yep.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury,
Mm-hmm.
and his rebuke with the flames of fire."
Huh.
I got another one more.
Go ahead.
"For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many."
Hey, get that since you was holding that, get that word plead right there in the blue letter. All right, because Jake think that plead is the English way. Nah, man. When we go into that, it's about to tell you, it's say you're gonna plead with fire, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord is about to, and he about to fuck these people up, man. A lot of these people are being reserved right now. People you might have got into it with or had a problem with you, different bosses that fired you, people that got you fired, bad exes, things of that nature are being reserved to get zapped with fucking lasers, man. You know, because they offended, brothers and shit, man.
Yes, indeed.
Let me know when you got
I
it.
got it.
Go ahead.
This that word plead,
Uh-huh.
okay, in a blue letter, is Strong's H 8199. Okay. And it says in the outline of biblical usage to judge, okay, punish, vindicate.
They got moved.
It says to execute judgment.
It's one that's down here in the definition.
Defend,
To execute.
con.
Yeah, the law about to execute judgment. He about to condemn. I contend, man. That's what he about to do with those. Which he about to read it again. Go ahead,
Okay, this is Isaiah 6,
Uh-huh.
15. "For behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Yep.
and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to rend his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." And it reads, "For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh."
You see? Hey, the Lord about to plead. He about to vindicate. He about to judge, man. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I got one little verse.
Go
"And
ahead.
the slain of the Lord shall be many."
The slain of the Lord shall be many, man. All right. Scriptures tell you, hey, the blood gonna be high, the horse's bridle, man. There's gonna be all sorts of judgment going on here in Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah. I would just want to get this word vindicate, because that word plead go into vindicate, but when you go into vindicate, it says on the online etymology, right? It says to avenge or revenge. It says to liberate, to act as as avenger.
That's right. He coming to avenge, man. All right, to liberate. What does liberate mean? To free.
Yeah.
You see? Hey, the Lord coming to free us, man. Okay? Scripture tell you in Lamentation, the 4th chapter, that what? Hey, our captivity is over with, man. You see? We got to get out of here. If America is going to be ultimately destroyed, right? Where we going to be at? Where the elect going to be at? We going to be on them chariots, man. That Isaiah, what was that you brought out?
Isaiah 26.
No, it was the one that brother brought out.
6.
It's good, but we can start getting into that second Esdras, man. One of my favorites. Can't let that pass by.
You want to
Start at 4.
Yeah. This is second Esdras 13 and 4. And it says,
In fact, just start at the
13.
top. Start at the top. Yeah, just start at the top.
This is second Esdras 13 in verse 1. And it says, "And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed by night, and lo, there rose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that a man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Hey, and that's going back to what? Hey, that they said that the Lord's angels are thousands of thousands, man. All right, go ahead. Hey, this gonna be a real life movie, man. Okay, we're gonna see these scriptures pop up in Braille, man. Okay, just imagine these devils when they see all of the chariots covering the sky, man. When they see Yahushua breaking the clouds, okay. Yeah, I had that brother holding that too. But now, hold it, because after he get what I'm with about to come next, we gonna get that and then jump back to that.
It says, "Lo, there rose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof." So when the Lord comes, man, it's gonna move, like the earth gonna move. The water's gonna move. It's gonna show like the whole atmosphere of the presence of the Lord when He comes, man. It's not gonna be something that's gonna be like sweet and peaches and creams. It's gonna show a sign of what you call them, power. For that stuff to come, man.
Hey, the return of Yahushua will not be taken lightly by none of His creation, the animals, everything. Okay, the earth itself is gonna know that the Lord is coming, man. Okay, that's right. Because it tell you in Romans the 8th chapter, the whole earth and the creations are really waiting on a manifestation of the sons of God. Okay, but ultimately that goes into what? Our deliverance too, man. You see?
And you want to know the funny thing about it, man? In all those movies, when something big like that happens, what the animals do, man? They all what it is? They all yell. They all make a sign of a call. Like, look, danger is here, danger is here. Like the Lord is here.
Hey, they gonna acknowledge the appearance of the Lord, man. But want to make a point?
Just going back to that power. The scripture said the earth shall roll to and fro, bro. The scripture said the earth shall roll to and fro.
That's for the missile.
Yeah,
when the
missile.
missile
I'm talking about missile. When that one Lord will be coming with that heavenly army and the missile will be hitting us, the power of the Lord, bro. Period, bro. It's gonna be something serious.
Con. Go ahead with your precept.
There's a Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 8. Backing up that verse 2, man. How what it said on that? Read again.
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 2. It says, "And lo, there rose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof."
There's a Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 8.
Yeah.
Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thy anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation? It's bringing that verse 2, man. Yeah, man. Just show how powerful they, man. Chariot will be, man. Well, it's gonna move, man.
The scripture do a real fine job at, man, painting the picture to let y'all know, man, to whenever we speak these words, man, to give y'all that vision of what's about to come, to show that this is not what you think it is. Yeah, quick. This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 4. And it says, "And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all day burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filled the fire." The fire.
And that's not talking about him speaking as I'm speaking or as these brothers are speaking. Now that's that chariot, man, that fathership. When it shoot out that blast, which is gonna go into it even more. Go ahead.
Verse 5, and it says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea."
And that's talking about these different nations, man. They're gonna send their best, all right? Their best tanks, their best navy, okay, the best armies, all of it. All right, they're gonna send it all. When Yahushua come, there won't be nobody in the barracks. Okay. Now they're gonna be all trying to subdue the Lord, man. Go ahead.
And it says, "And I beheld, and lo, he had a grave himself a great mountain, and flew upon it."
That mountain is that fathership, man. Okay, real quick, get that in Revelations, the 1st chapter.
This is Revelations 1 and 7.
It
says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds."
Yep.
"And every eye shall see him."
You see that? Every eye shall see the Lord, man. When he break through the atmosphere, first and foremost, a motherfucker gonna know the Lord coming. When he go and get in a low orbit space. Even before that, why do you think these devils had these telescopes and observatories, man? Set at the summits of different mountains and getting close to the firmament and things of that nature. right? Different telescopes that are in low orbit space.
James Webb.
Those things are put in place to see when the Lord coming, man. All right. It's for they're not trying to just explore the vastness of space, right? Which that's a covenant in itself too, you know. But nevertheless, hey, this is main purpose is to what? To watch out for when Yahweh Shai come, man. You know, so want to say something?
Because it says, and every eye shall see him. That's a
right.
massive ship, bro.
Come.
Because we know we're standing here now, but they got people on the other side of the world.
That's right.
But it says every eye shall see him.
Come.
So that ship gotta cover the earth.
That's right.
I was gonna say that in verse 8, but before I get to, I wanted to say, you know, when the Lord comes, man, His aura is gonna be out through the whole world, man. They gonna feel it, you know.
Hey, that remind me of like remember when Frieza was on planet Namek and he was coming to Namek, I'm gonna say they felt him coming.
Yeah.
You know?
Because in that show, man, they go off of people energy to see how powerful he is, man. To see somebody whose power exceeds our, you know, our being, you're gonna be able to acknowledge, like, man, that's the Heavenly Father's son.
Hey, the Lord not coming to make peace either, man.
Come.
Man, the Lord coming with ill intent to the wicked. You see? Go ahead.
So like, before you get that, if you could get this for me right quick, because this is gonna back up what you just said.
Go ahead.
This is Luke 21, verse 26. Man's heart fell of them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
God. You want to speak up?
Yeah.
But that's just backing up the point of what we were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the sighting of just the Lord appearing, man. Man's heart is gonna fail him right there. Just off of seeing the Lord into the atmosphere, man.
Got a hold on deck Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. You know.
You
Go
got
ahead.
it? Yeah. You get it.
Kind. This is 2nd Ezra 13, verse 7,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, "But I will have seen the region or place where the hills have was graven, and I could not."
That's right. So, hey, Ezra was trying to see at least the border, okay, of the chariot, and he couldn't. He couldn't see the edge of the chariot, man. Meaning, hey, that it went as far as the eye could see, man. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 8, and it says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight."
That's right. The Lord gonna have to make these devils fight, man, and these different heathen. Okay, when they over there in the valley of Yahweh, okay, they gonna have to stop what they doing. They gonna be afraid, but they still got to fight, man. They still got to fight Yahweh. Yahweh ain't come here, you know, and everybody just gonna drop their weapons. Nah, man, fight me too.
On somebody else's side, man.
God,
But that's what the Lord coming to save his men,
they
right?
say he coming to avenge.
God.
You see, and simultaneously what deliver. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and it says, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war."
God, it's gonna explain it. Go ahead.
Verse 10, it says, "But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests."
That's right, man. Hey, the Lord, that's those lasers, okay, that the chariot's gonna be shooting people with, man. Blowing up tanks, eviscerating ships, okay, jets, all of those things, man. A brother had a dream, I think it was maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. He had a dream that chariots were shooting missiles right at the different jets, and they didn't actually destroy the jet. It just destroyed the Edomite that was inside, man.
Mm-hmm.
It said when he said that when he saw the chariots hitting people on the ground, their clothes were left. It just was their clothes, and they basically just burst into powder, man. That's what the Lord coming back to do. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 11, and it says, "And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
That's right, man. You see? And to tell you they came with violence, man. Right? These chariots are coming, right, they're not coming in peace. You know, on a lot of them different so-called alien shirts, it got the alien, the little green man, and it say we come in peace. Nah, man, Yahushua is coming, right, to meet y'all with violence, man. You see? Get on verse 12 and 13.
Verse 12, and it says, afterward I saw the same man come down from the mountain and called unto him an other peaceable multitude.
Keep going.
And there came much people unto him, wherefore were glad.
Some were glad.
Yeah, whereof some were glad, and some were sorry. Some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then I was sick through great fear, and I awaked and said,
and that's pretty much it. And that's ultimately, man, the elect, okay, being brought unto Yahushua, and also who, man? Hey, those that are bound, who that's going into the rebels. You see, those that rebel against the order of Yahushua, okay, rebel against the truth. You see, hey, that's all of these things are gonna happen. All right, but we could get. You got a precept to bring out?
I'm not gonna say too, yeah, man. Some was sorry, man.
Yeah,
Talking about, hey, man, wicked place, man.
that's right.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. They're saying some were glad. That's talking about the elect, man, because, hey, man, we would be glad to see outside, man, those chariots, man. Hey, man, that's be our salvation right there, man.
And it's important, man. That's why it's important, okay, to do what you can now, all right, to be on that good side. That you're not sorry in that day, man. All right. Hey, Jake, think this thing is a game. Jake bullshit, man. It's too close to the end, all right, to be dicking around, man. You know, Salaki for my choice of words, but hey, Jake bullshit. Go ahead with your appreciate, bro. Whatever you got.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Since behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, save the Lord.
Yeah, that's talking about what? Hey, man, the elect. You see? Hey, the Lord not coming to destroy as we've been bringing out, okay, the elect. All right, He coming to save them. All right? There's another one in the book of Revelations, real quick. What it is? I think it's 15. Oh, my pages are messed up. Is it 15?
I got one for that.
Go ahead.
Look at that. This is Isaiah
15
chapter,
and 1.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, man. That's talking about, hey, man, those swift, hey, the Lord, he's coming riding in the chariot.
That's
So,
right.
hey, that's what those swift clouds, man. The clouds are represented as chariot. You know what I'm saying? They said they come to Egypt. That's talking about, hey, man, that's spiritual Egypt, America, man. You know, according to Revelation.
Yeah.
Saying Revelation 11 and 8, man. You know, and also, hey, man, we're going to tell where Egypt, man, is bondage.
Bondage.
You know, what's hey, man, we're on bondage right now, man. This captivity, man, America. He said he coming back, man. Once he come back, man, the hearts of Egypt shall melt, man. So, hey, man, people in America, man, it's going to melt, man, with that, those laser beams, man. And also those missiles, too.
Missiles, yep. Like I said, man, hey, those missiles just going to be the cherry on top, man. Okay? It's going to ultimately rid this place of wickedness. See? But give me that Galatians.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 12, and it reads,
Uh-huh.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither.
Mm-hmm.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, and that's not talking. Hold on, that you say you got that Wisdom of Solomon 5, right? God. Right? That's not talking about, hey, the elect just gonna be beamed up in the clouds. They're just gonna be sitting in the clouds, like, you know, these clouds right here. No, man. They're gonna be in those chariots, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Revelation 11 and 13. The same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven.
That's right. All right, and it said that same hour there was a great earthquake. What was that earthquake? That's a nigga, man. That's a nigga. But nevertheless, it said that great earthquake, which is the missiles blowing up, man. Those nuclear missiles. It says the 10th part of the city, which that 10th part of the city represents America being broken down into 10 FEMA sections, man. Right, 10 zones. Hey, these dudes, man. You see men and you wanna grab your phone. Doing that. But I'm gonna say, Con, I got this one, and then we'll get you. But it said that the slain of men was 7,000, which that 7,000 is just a complete number, man. All right, that's a complete number. All right, if you're not on those chariots, man, hey, you getting burnt up. That's it. You getting burnt up, man. All right. But to back up the last part where it says, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. Hey, get that for me.
This the book of Revelation, chapter 15, verse 1. It says, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled the wrath of the Most High.
Yeah, and that's 7 that complete. All right, go ahead. It tell you when what is that? The Job, the 5th chapter. It tell you, hey, the Lord save you from 6 plagues and even 7.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's talking about the ICBM nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
It says, verse 2, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
That's right. And we're gonna also get verse 3 as well. But I wanted to go into that. That sea mingled with fire, the sea of glass mingled with fire is how it's gonna look. When the elect are in the chariots, and we looking down out of those windows, the precept you brought out, okay, we're gonna be looking out of those windows, man, and being off, okay, we're gonna be shocked to see how much destruction the Lord has brought upon the earth, man. It's gonna be shocking, okay, because yet we read these scriptures, but it's another thing to see them happening.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna celebrate, man.
That's and it's about to go into it right now. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, and they sang the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
That's right, man. We're gonna be rejoicing, man, and weeping for gladness. Okay, weeping that we have been given a place to be what? On the chariots, man. A place of deliverance, man. You see, because 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they won't get that opportunity. All right, they're gonna be down there as missile food, man, missile fuel. Okay, go to precept.
This is Isaiah 63. It's in verse 1 it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This is that glorious, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling the greatness of his strength. I speak of righteousness, mighty state. Yeah, this pretty much is showing Yahweh Shai coming back. You know what I'm saying? It says, who coming from Edom? You know? Dyed garments from Bozrah, and when you go into Bozrah, is that chief place of Edom, you know, and which that is in America. And it says, this is his glorious apparel, traveling the greatness of his strength. And that's him riding on the chariot. And it says, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments I can trade into a wine fat. And they're going to show, it's giving a depiction of how Yahweh Shai is going to be like a great slaughter in that land.
That's right.
And it says, I had trodden down the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I would tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiments. And when you go into that winepress, it goes into when a man, you know, back in the day when he used to make wine, you know, they used to stomp on the grapes with their feet. And it says, what did it say? It says, I will tread them in my anger. No. He says, I had chosen the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. So Yahweh Shai is gonna be that main person that's gonna be doing all these slayings, man.
Hey, and also the men of the Lord, but what it's going into right there is there's nobody else gonna be able to take credit, all right, for what he about to do. You know, he's finna get all of the glory, all right, in which the Lord had promised him, man. The Lord promised him power and glory, man. And he finna earn that. The Lord about to earn that in real time, man. You see?
They gotta live in
Yeah, just go ahead. Get on through.
Verse 4, it says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. You know, so it's showing you that the day of vengeance is in his heart. So he's been looking forward to this day. And it says the year of redeem is come. So he's going to redeem in that time. Verse 5, and it says, I looked there. It says, and I looked, and there was none to help. And I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore, my own army brought salvation unto me, and my fear it upheld me.
Give verse 6 too.
And it says, and I will tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my fury. I will bring down their strength to the earth.
That's right.
So good. Yeah, so you know, the Lord, you know, he's gonna do all these things upon the earth, man. He's gonna bring it down. All these things that's, you know, that we see now is gonna be brought down.
It's like you was finished?
Yo,
Con. Hey man, hey, get that that Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter as well.
want to start at the top?
Yeah. But nevertheless, you know, like this brother was saying, man, the Lord is coming back to ultimately get busy, man. He coming to shed blood, but simultaneously do what, man? Deliver the elect, which is about to go into right here. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1, and it says, then shall the righteous man stand in a great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
That's right, man. And that's what we're doing now, standing in the boldness. We're just actively doing it right now. We're standing in great boldness in the front. Them brothers standing in front of Edomites, man, preaching this word valiantly. You see? You got some jakes that are tone their voice down, right? Not say so-called cuss words, right? Things of that nature. Because what? They appease they try to appease these Edomites, man. To hell with the Edomites. Their time is over with. All right? But read it again, Salakia, bro.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1, it says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor.
That's right, man. Hey, these people don't make no account of our labors, the things in which we're doing right now. All right? They see that as a laughing stock, man. All right? It's amusing to them. They don't understand that our very deliverance actively depends on this thing, man. Okay, keep going.
Verse 2,
and this the point right here, man. Go ahead.
It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they look for.
That's right. Because what? Hey, these devils don't expect the so-called UFOs to what? To come get so-called black men, so-called, all right? So-called what? Mexicans, Latinos, Native Americans. They don't believe that, all right? And it's gonna be shocking to them. They're not gonna know what to do, man. You see, when the Lord cracked the clouds and they see a so-called black man with a big bush, all right? It's gonna say it. Go ahead.
Verse 3,
over talking myself.
Yeah. Verse 3, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we have sometimes in derision, a proverb of reproach.
Go ahead, John.
Man, you know, in that time when they see that, you know, when they see the strangers of the salvation, they're gonna be repentant because they're gonna be like, oh man, like I didn't know it was like that, man. they're gonna go back on their words because they know that they did wrong to the men of the Lord, man, making them approach, putting them in the prison, laughing at them, making them laughing stock. They're gonna have a change of heart in that time, but they're not gonna be saved because the time that they had, they didn't use it wisely.
Get that in Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, and you would really start at the first verse. But that's really all I wanted in that. Like the strangeness of our salvation, okay? Because it's gonna be out of worldly, man. Okay, they won't. Matter of fact, keep going in that. Keep going. God, Salakia, I made you get off. Nice.
Verse 4, it
Yep.
says, "We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor."
Keep going.
Verse 5, it says, "How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot among the saints?"
That's right, man. And that lot has what to come with it. That's salvation, man. You see, that's why we doing what we doing. Okay, that's why we, continue to make our bodies a living sacrifice, studying. All right, hey, destroy that old man. Okay, day in and day out. You see, there's a reward, and first and foremost, the first thing of receiving that the benefits of doing this thing of ours is what? Deliverance, man.
Yep.
Then comes the kingdom. Okay. So it's this. Hey, it starts here. It starts here, man. If you don't want to be burnt up, and destroyed, okay, or hit with a laser, or ultimately fall by what? One of the plagues, man. You wanna get into into the word, man. All right. Ultimately, there's truth. But that was it in that. You could go with that Zechariah.
Zephaniah chapter 1,
Like
verse 14 to read, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
That's right. All right, people think when the Lord cracked those clouds that he coming to bake cakes and pick flowers and shit, man. Come. Yeah, he's not coming. He's not coming in peace, man. Like I've been saying, he's not coming in peace. It says the day of the Lord is a thick darkness, you see, and gloominess. That don't sound like a fun time to me, man. All right. They got more in that?
That was it.
You could go ahead with that out.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. It says, in its red letters, Yahushua speaking, it says, "Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." Gone. But that's just backing up your point, okay? The fairy tale that these people have of thinking that the Lord is coming back to just, oh, the Lord love everybody. He come to get everybody. Man, the Lord said he's not coming for peace, man. As that brother just brought out, the day of the Lord is thick darkness, man. Okay, he's coming to judge the people for what they have done, man.
Except for a sword.
But they sword, man.
What's the sword used for? What you think? They think a sword for hugging and
Oh,
Yeah, something to play with.
that sword is created to kill, man.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord coming back with, an instrument of destruction, man.
yeah.
Well, with a quick preview, bro.
This is Amos 5 and 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. What end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light."
And what that was?
Amos 5 and 18.
Yeah, man. Hey, woe unto them, all right, that desire that day. They don't understand that day is going to be a lot of their demise, man. You got people that are looking forward to what? A so-called, rapture, right? Oh, you're going to get raptured, all right? You're going to get your ass raptured right back to the spirit world, okay? By some sort of hideous death, man. You know?
If you could read about 20.
Oh,
You got like two more.
yeah, I didn't
It's going back and up.
Then you can get free.
This is
Good.
This is Amos 5 and 19, and it says, "As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him."
Mm-hmm.
shall not the day of Yahweh by Shem Yahshua be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Hey, showing you, hey, there's gonna be nothing but calamities, man. All right, there's gonna be nothing but calamity. It said a man flee from a bear, and then a lion met him. Okay, and then you're gonna look to lean. It's gonna be one thing after another, man. You're gonna find a place of rest. That place of rest is represented by what? Putting your hand on the what it say on the wall and a snake biter, man.
Looking for a place of support.
That's right. Cause he gonna, man, in that day, Jake just gonna be fucking tired as a motherfucker from running from things. You want to say something?
Yeah, they're gonna be like a hairless chicken, man. You know, running all over without having a place to go, man. In that day, they're gonna have a constant fear over their shoulder. They're gonna always have to look on their back. You know, that day of peace, you know, it's not gonna be that day. The Lord's day is not gonna be a day of peace. You know, you're not gonna have time to have a break, sit down and stuff like that because it's a lot of destruction going on.
That's right.
Whether it's the animals, you know, disease, pestilence, hunger. You know, you have to work. Yeah,
All of that shit.
you have to worry about the elements too with the people, man, because they all gonna be at unease in that time.
You want to make a point out?
Yeah, that movie Final Destination is gonna become a real thing, man. Okay, because it shows you the different ways and tremendous debts like it could come from. The Lord could judge you in all type of manners. Okay, and we see that day to day, man.
Hey, the scriptures tell you what? Hey, death is created for the wicked, man. All right, for sinners. You see, that ain't for the elect, man. Okay, go ahead and get that First Peter. 1 Peter 4 and 17.
That's the book of First Peter, chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?"
And ultimately, that's a what? That's a rhetorical question, man.
They got a question mark at the end.
That's right. What would they end be? You see, hey, if the Lord gonna start at His own house, right? What's gonna be the end of those that don't believe in the gospel of the Lord? Get the next slide.
Next verse.
Yeah.
Verse 18, it says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?"
See, and that's another question mark. All right, where they gonna appear at, man? All right, and they gonna ultimately die. If we gonna be saved by the skin of our teeth, all right, those that don't obey the Lord, they gonna ultimately die, man. You see?
That's why I tell you in one of your favorite chapters, the second Ezra, the 9th chapter. It tell us not to worry about how
the wicked shall die.
The wicked shall die, man. Because we're gonna be scarcely saved, man. So we have to put our salvation as our main objective, man. We can't be worrying about how they gonna die, man. The Lord gonna deal with that.
We got our hands full already.
Come.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 7 and 18. It says, "Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for they have done wickedly and have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide." And I brought this out because while we going through these things, we know what's at the end. You know, our salvation is at the end. But the wicked, you know, they're gonna be going through the straight, but they're not gonna, you know, and they be able to see that wide, man. The only thing they're gonna see is death in that time.
That's right. But get that Wisdom of Solomon 18 for me.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 18.
Just to back up, what you brought out about how Yahushua is coming to bring a sword. Man. Go ahead.
In verse 15, and it says, "Thy almighty word leapeth down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war in the midst of the land of destruction, and brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up fill all things with death, and it touched the heavens, but it stood upon the earth."
That's right, man. Hey, that's a representation of what Yahushua coming to do, man. It says the almighty word leaped down from heaven, right, out of his royal throne as a fierce man of war. Right? It didn't say he was coming as a a guy that looked like a fucking hippie, a Bon Jovi, type of dude, man. No, it says a fierce man of war. You see, it says, and he verse 16, and he brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and stood and standing up filled all things with death, man. That's how the Lord coming. That's the treatment that the Lord about to bring on the earth, man. Death, destruction. Okay. But y'all bring out whatever y'all got, bro.
I had some because you said something. All the calamity is coming, or basically for the wicked. The Rock 49 and it reads, "Death, bloodshed, strife, and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things, wicked, then six came the flood."
That's right. So what about this second flood, man? All right, or this second death, should I say? You see, that's created for the wicked, man. Right? And these people are at their most wicked point too. Okay? They've never been more wicked than they are right now. Right? In this present time. That's why the as we were speaking earlier, the law about to overkill this place. Okay? Not only have Esau excelled in wickedness, but Jake, you too. You see? That's why the scriptures call it Jacob's trouble. All right? That was it?
Yeah, that was
So 2 Peter chapter 3, start verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief of the night. What's that, man? We brought that flood, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that? First flood was, man, the time of Noah.
Yep.
You know, now we're in the times of Noah, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like, man, the times we live right now, it's just like the times of old. The times, man, of Noah, man. According to Matthew, man, 24.
He got it right. He
No.
about to get it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. So in its verse 34,
36.
36, and it reads, "But of that day and hour know of no man, no, not the angel of heaven, but my Father only."
So showing you, all right, backing up what this brother said, coming as a thief of the night. All right, when Yahushua get that word to go, he coming, man. All right. But until then, nobody know but Yahweh. You see? Go ahead.
"But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
Backing up again what that brother said, man. All right, in the days of Noah, nobody knew what the rain was, just like nobody have seen the destruction, okay, that's about to come on this wicked ass land. Go ahead.
Verse 38, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, unto the day that Noah entered the ark."
Yeah, so while the time, man, Noah preparing the ark, man, everybody else, they was in festivities, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The times of mirth. Just like, man, the times we're in right now, man, why you see everything that's going on around us, man? You know what I'm saying? People still, man, partying bullshit, man. You know? To where they not aware of what times we in, man. You know? They don't see the signs that, man, that's lead to, man, this place downfall, man. To where they not preparing themselves. They not repenting. You know, but we are. You know what I'm saying? We are as Noah, man. We were preparing that ark, man. We say, that ark, you know, basically, you know, we rehearsing righteous actions, man. So, man, we would be covered that day, man. So, we would be delivered. Right? You want to say something?
Yeah, 'cause that's why I tell you in the book of Thessalonians, okay, that this soon as they shall
Just
see
get it,
peace and
huh?
safety.
That's 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter.
Yeah, one more verse.
But yeah, back continue on that 2 Peter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up, man. That's talking, man. That's man. The day of the Lord is going to be a nuclear destruction, man, upon Esau's rulership, man, which it's going to be completely be destroyed, man.
I got a precept back here.
All right, go ahead.
This is Zechariah 14:12. And it says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." Paint the picture of how destructive that time would be, man. Like that movie The Terminator with what it was, what's her name? Sarah. Yeah, Judgment Day, when she was on the fence. You seeing that the nuke hits, you know, that big bright flash light, that mushroom clouds, And then when that heat hit her, it burnt her up to the all her eyeballs and tongue. You know, it started melting away. You know, her bones, all that stuff. It's gonna be you know, a frightening thing to experience in that day.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be, hey, man, burn the oven, man. It said Malachi, man. You know. But the point is, though, I'm again, verse 11, it said, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be? And all holy conversation and godliness, man.
What should you be doing? You know, how should you be spending your time? Okay. You know, the only answer is what, man? Getting covering ourselves, man. All right, with the scriptures, right? Correcting ourselves that we may what? All right, be ready for your house shall return. Okay? Because believe it or not, some people won't be ready. And they think they're gonna be ready, but they won't, man. All right. And they won't get that deliverance.
And also, too, because as you was, I think you was talking about earlier, man, as we got that first Peter 4, and the judgment shall start with the house of the Most High, man.
That's right.
So it really, hey, man, judgment start with us, man. So, hey, man, Lord's go, hey, man, he gonna search us out, man. See, are we all ready, man? See, are we all worthy of salvation, man? When he come back, man. Because, hey, man, like you said, man, hey, man, even Jake in the truth, man, is not gonna be ready in that time, man. Hey, going to that Matthew 25, we'll say with that wise virgin and the foolish virgin. That's bad, man. Foolish virgins, man, to wait. They not, they know the truth, man, but yeah, they not preparing themselves, man.
That's right.
They bullshitting around, as you were saying. You know?
Yeah, more.
Yeah, verse 12. Looking forward, hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwell in righteousness. And that's why, man, we look forward to that time, man. You know, we looking forward to, man, that nuclear destruction, man. Because all it's going to lead up to it, man, is the establishment of our kingdom, man. It's going to be fully righteous, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ultimately what? Hoping that we prepare.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on back to round 2. And we could bring that out.
Yeah, it's stay flat.
It look enough crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there you go. Yeah, just try to stay. You just gotta get everybody in the frame.
This is Romans 13 and 11, and it says, and that's 12 and 11. 12 to 11 and 12 and 11. Yep. This is Romans.
I'm slacking, bro. I'm looking at this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Romans 13 and 11, and it says, and that knowing the time that it's a high time to wake out of sleep. Now, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
That's right, man. We don't really have time. Okay, we don't have time to waste. We don't have time, all right, to bullshit, man. All right. Of course, Jake got pastimes in which they indulge in, and things of that nature. But ultimately, your time should be surrounded by this ministry, man. The truth, all right, the brotherhood. Okay, things that are concerning salvation, man. You see, that was it in that. I know you was holding something before I asked you to grab whatever what I had you grabbing, but you want to bring it out?
No, that's all.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment, seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Yeah, that's happy.
Yeah, that meek of the earth, that's talking about Israelites. That's talking about you Israelites. So-called Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans, man.
The elect, man.
Yeah. You should be repenting, turning back to your true power in these scriptures and find out how you can repent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to be here in the day of the Lord's anger, bro. We want to escape the catastrophes, the calamities, bro. We already know the Lord's anger ain't being no joke, bro. Jacob's trouble, bro. The Lord said in Daniel chapter 12, there's gonna be a time we never seen before, bro.
Yeah.
We trying to escape these things, man.
How we could be hid by those chariots?
Yeah, bro.
Which I'm get that Psalm 91, chapter 1.
Yep.
He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty, man. You know what I'm saying? They said, man, they said he that dwell in the secret place, man, was talking about the elect, man.
Yep.
And where's that secret place, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said those that dwell therein, man, those that endure to the end. know what I'm saying? They gonna abide in that shadow of Almighty, man. Well, we jump down the verse, man. They could be safe from that destruction, man. No,
If
be
they
safe,
gonna
man.
what? They gonna abide in the shadow.
Yeah, the shadow of the Almighty.
That's right, man.
Come out of chariots, man.
Hey, a shadow represent what? Shade, man.
Shade.
Okay, from the heat. See? And that's literally what we gonna need. Shade from the heat in that day, man.
Yeah.
Okay. But get you can get that First Thessalonians.
That's the book of First Thessalonians, 5. I'm gonna start from the top. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfect that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
Real quick, because I won't say this. It says that we know that we have. It says that ye know perfectly. Right? We completely know. You see that word perfect goes into complete. We know that the Lord coming. All right, we know He coming to destroy. You see, and also save. We know that the all of the prophecies are true. Okay, we know these things. You see, and we also know He coming as a thief in the night. You want to say something?
Kind of we went to where perfectly, man. It means diligently, man, circumspectly, man. And how do we know that that day of the Lord is approaching, man? By measuring out the time diligently. And we see the signs, amen. We see the signs that the Lord see He was gonna break forth, man, to let us know, amen, we're closer and closer to His coming, man. You know, we see prophecies there, man, unfolding, man. And that's how we know perfectly, man, that the day of the Lord is gonna come. I say, yeah. That's gonna come as a different man, man, because people are unawares, man, for these times, man. But we are well.
That's
You know,
right.
that's why even the scripture say, man, there's no need to write unto you, man. We can see it.
Yeah.
You know, we in those times, man. You know, that's being preached about, man.
Hey, a thief come in at night.
And
He
yeah.
don't come in the daytime when he could be seen and sought out, right, and avoided.
Mhm.
Okay, and ultimately what? To be basically contested.
Yeah.
Nah, he come in at night when people are at ease, when they're asleep, just
Yeah.
like we read in that that Romans the 13th chapter. Go ahead.
We're gonna back up. Verse 3 again. Let me read it for you. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
That's right, man. And that's going into what? Hey, you can't stop a woman from having her baby, man. When the water break, that's it. All right. That's how sudden it's gonna happen. I know Jake done seen, which they probably didn't seen it with their own family members, but I'm pretty sure Jake seen when a woman water bursts, right, in the different movies and shows. It's really like nothing you can do, and it comes so suddenly. You just never know when it's gonna happen, man. All right.
Verse 4, it says, "But ye, brethren, are not in the darkness,
Uh-huh.
that day should overtake you as a thief."
That's right, man. Because we got the light. All right. We are waiting the Lord's coming. You see, like but out, man. Go ahead.
It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of darkness. Salaki, we are not of night nor of darkness. It says, "Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober."
Hey, these people, like 2/3 of the nation of Israel, are of darkness, man. All right, they've been given over unto darkness. The Lord allowed it to happen, man. All right, but it's done that way because what, man? Hey, they're not conforming to the ways of righteousness, the ways of truth, man. Okay, they don't want to do whatever it takes to get right, all right, to make it on those chariots. If they had it their way, hey, they'll try to sneak pork up there. Fuck, all type of shit, man. Be harnessed on the damn chariots, all kind of shit, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Yeah, go to verse 8.
No, I ain't read 7. Verse 7, it
Come.
says, "For they that sleep in the night,
Right.
and they that be drunken or drunken in the night.
And drunken with what? Philosophy, man, doctrines, okay? Believing that you can outlast the impending doom that's coming, man. Man, you drunken, okay? You're not sober, all right, with these scriptures, understanding and knowing that, all right, there's no other way but this way, all right? Despite all the contrary, ideas and philosophies, man, there's only one way, and it's these scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, but let us who are of the day be sober.
Yep.
Putting on the breastplate of faith and love.
Yeah, you have to put on the breastplate of faith, because these things in which we speak of, this is faith based. You see, we haven't seen the chariots yet. All right, that we haven't seen the deliverance yet. We believe, though. We believe we're gonna be delivered. Okay. We believe Yahushua gonna liberate us. Okay, vindicate us, as it said in that definition for plea. Go ahead.
And it says, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
You see? Go ahead. Finish it up.
It says, for the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach.
That's right, man. It says for a helmet, okay? The hope of salvation. That's what we hope for. That's the first thing that's on our mind, man. The hope of salvation, because otherwise, what are we doing this for? Why are we changing who we are? Okay? Why are we bettering ourselves, okay, as men, all right? Putting on as the elect. What's the purpose of that? All right, to what? To obtain salvation, man. Okay? This is not a pastime. This is not a gig, okay? It's not a hobby. This is a lifestyle in hopes of what? We can achieve salvation. All right? Nobody. I don't think nobody else. Y'all bring out whatever y'all got. Okay? Well, you can.
Yeah, because Kabal, this precept sparked me to get it, because Kabal said, we can see the signs of the times, but other people can't.
Right.
It's Matthew 16, verse 2, and it reads, he answered, said to them, when it is evening, he said it will be fair weather, the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye discern the signs of the time? 2/3 of our people, they don't understand what's going on, bro. They completely oblivious and blind. You can look and see, today's a good day. The weather is good, nice, but they can't discern what's actually coming, bro. Death, tribulation, suffering coming, bro.
We'll get the next verse.
Okay.
Oh, you got.
Well,
I was gonna say, yeah, man. They talk about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, new Drake out.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like things, yeah, they talking about things this world, but they're not talking about,
thanks to
the real things, man. Which, hey, man, we recently, you know what I'm saying? No Pope, man. Talking about, hey, man, MOTB, man. You know?
what's his name too, man? Queen Charles.
Yeah.
You know? Shit, me and the brother, Prashad just did a video on all of the distractions, all right, that Esau is putting out there, okay? To what? To distract you from the things in which really matter. All right.
Yeah, well, Esau's about to do, man.
That's right.
You know?
The crazy thing about it, he's doing a real good job, because a lot of people was talking about the previous things, like the document, all these things like that. Now the people just forgot about that. Even if you bring it up a little bit, they don't even care about it no more.
But see, that's why, that's what really sparked the spirit to go into the UFOs, man. All right, because why, after all of these years, are those things coming out?
Mm-hmm.
This devil has to resort back to old clips and old strategies, okay, that once worked before. Because obviously the music not working no more. Why you think he came out? Man, Michael Jackson been dead for how many years? I know you know. Hey,
For a minute.
he been dead. What's the point of them bringing that out now?
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it, it pisses me off, because even after all that stuff, they still trying to throw this dude in the dirt, man. That one Edomite dude coming up with that crazy ass allegation. I'm like, bro, like just like I don't want to say.
Nah, bro, yeah. Man, one statement they made, they said, man, we gotta bring Michael Jackson back, man, from the dead.
Yeah,
Like they rather Michael Jackson come back than the Lord come back, brother. That's how bad it is, bro. You got it.
Yeah. I mean, they did it to our Lord.
Yeah.
They did it to him when he was alive, man.
Mm-hmm.
They chose what his name was? Barabbas.
Yeah, Barabbas.
They chose Barabbas, man.
Right.
Okay. If go ahead.
you could finish.
No, go ahead.
But they do the same thing right now, man. Free free little dirt, free such and such, you know, free all these wicked people, man. But when it comes to a righteous man, they don't even bat an eye, but they want that wicked person out because that's what they gravitate to in this world, man, full of wickedness.
All right. Go ahead and get that last verse.
Matthew 16:4. If wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left and departed.
That's right, man. Ain't no other sign. Okay, this is the signs, man. All right, and it's gonna come to a point where these signs are ultimately gonna be what? Taken off, man, the face of the planet Earth. All right, the Lord gonna do what? Scripture say he gonna what? Make our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth, man. Isn't that's in Ezekiel?
Yeah.
I believe. You know? What you say?
Priest of garnet.
Go ahead.
This is Amos 8:11, and it says, "Behold, the day is coming. The day is come, saith Yahweh with power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai." What you call it? Like it says, man, he's not gonna send a famine in the land of bread. You know, it's gonna be of this word because this is more powerful than anything that's upon this earth. And when that's gone, you know, sudden destruction gonna come upon it.
Yeah, which it will be a real famine too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm just speaking in the context right now. Yeah,
First, this famine got to come.
yeah,
Right?
I got you.
Hey, when the prophets be taken off the map, it's over. The elect, brother, is sealed. There's no other reason to warn. We've been warning. All right. What's the reason to have a prophet and things are starting to happen? To prophesy means to say before. The Lord have been saying before for what? Damn near 40 years, man.
Yeah.
Okay. It's that time of talking is about to be over with, man. All right. It's time for action, man. The Lord promised certain calamity. All right. The Lord promised things to happen, okay, in the face of the planet Earth, and it will happen. All right. We've been speaking about them. Okay. But 2/3 won't listen. Obviously, the heathen can't listen. You know, so what? Hey, we'll see once those times start to come. That was more than that.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 12, and it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst."
Hey, this word is gonna be more precious than water, man, in that day. Okay. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay. Understanding that, hey, there's more to come. All right. Certain prophecies gotta pass until we get beamed up out of here. Hey, that knowledge will be more than gold, man, in that day. You see? And people gonna be looking for it. You're gonna have people saying, "Hey, weren't you those guys that were? I seen y'all when I was going eat crawfish on the lake with me and my girl. I ain't stopped, but aren't y'all that guy?" No, we're not those men, man. You know. But get the other one I told you to grab.
Ezekiel 3:26.
Yeah.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 26. It says, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house."
Somebody get that in another translation, but Bakashah. Right, it says that thou shalt be dumb, meaning not to talk, man. Okay, we not gonna be talking in that day as far as these scriptures. All right, we're not gonna be sharing these precious jewels to these different wicked ass niggas, man. All right, just because they hungry and nah. Of course, the Lord gonna have certain believers, right, in that day, and however the Lord do it, so be it. But to 2/3 of the nation of Israel, we not gonna be on.
NLT.
Yep.
It's Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26, NLT. "And I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, so that you be speechless and unable to rebuke them, for they are rebels."
That's right. We're not gonna be telling them, "Hey, you going off in that day." It's gonna be, man, do whatever hell you want. Somebody get Jeremiah the 15th chapter in the first verse. Going into that. Okay, you could read verse 25, 27, I meant to say.
Oh, shit. This is Ezekiel 3
And 27.
and 27. It says, but when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord God, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house.
That's right, man. Hey, to the elect, the Lord gonna speak, man. All right, and to those that not of the elect, hey, he gonna tell them, you a rebellious, it's like you forbear, so you're a rebellious house, man. All right, so and ultimately it's gonna go into when that brother get that Proverbs 2. All right, 1, Slaki. Go ahead with whatever y'all got, and we'll bounce back over to you. Con, yeah, man, yeah, the priest of the. Well, we can bring that out.
Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people.
And who do Moses and Samuel represent, man? Hey, the prophets. Okay, go ahead.
Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
So whatever the hell you want to do, just go do that shit, man. All right, it's no more rebuking, like it said in Ezekiel the 3rd chapter, man. All right, we gonna allow them to just go ahead and be destroyed. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? And then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
That's right, man. So all of those different avenues of death, that's where you jakes are heading, man. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel that don't want to repent, that's where you head, man. To the captivity, to the sword, to the famine. All right. It says to the read verse 3, Shalaka.
Verse 3, Jeremiah 15, verse 3. And I will appoint over them full kind, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy.
That's right, man. You know, ultimately that's what's coming. If you don't want to repent and return, all right, back unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that's what's gonna happen to you. All right, the dogs to tear, the fowls of the earth, and the beasts, and the sword. Okay. Jump back to that Ezekiel 3 and 16. Bakashah.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 16. It says, and it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them more from me.
And I got the brother to bring this out because we went into the famine of the word, but you have to understand that we were basically given this job to preach the word, okay? And there's a repercussion if we don't, just like there's a repercussion if you don't listen. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 17. 18, Shalaki. Verse 18, it says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
So see, it's a requirement for us to come out and preach the word. It's a requirement for us to make these video epistles, all right? Or else hit that the blood, all right, of those that don't adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments, all right, unto the gospel, unto the Lord, will fall on our hands, man. All right, it's the same as just as if we killed them, okay? But it's gonna say what? Verse 19.
Verse 19. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
That's right, man. And that's what we seeking for, deliverance, man, to deliver our soul, to get the blood off our hands, that we may what? hey, get a spot on the chariots. You see? And not being included in that Jeremiah 15. Okay? You can go with your precept, huh?
This is Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 9, and I'm gonna read on down if I can. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now has abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. For such as in their life receive benefits and have not known me." For all these things that we telling you now, telling you to repent, turn back, follow after the customs of the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, you're gonna be dwelling in torment and pain, when these things come upon you because you didn't take heed to the law. It says, "And they have loathed my law while they have yet liberty, when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not and despised it. The same must know it after death by pain." So while you had that liberty to turn back, and to change your ways and stuff like that, you're gonna know death by pain because you didn't take heed to it. You didn't repent. You didn't listen to what the prophet was saying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Come on. Hey, they gonna get this truth one way or another, whether it be death by pain, because they're gonna ultimately have to what? Be reborn in Hebrew Huggies in the kingdom, right? Like you say, man, get it on this side of hey, die and get burnt up, man.
Yeah, really, it's not for them, man. If they don't get it, it's not for them, man. That's not the elect, man. Because I got that in 2 Corinthians chapter 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. Come on, we going to the world lost, man. It means to perish, man. We're always going to, man. So basically, if they don't get this gospel, man, they don't get this truth, man. They won't set for them to get it, man. They'll set to be destroyed.
Yep. Because hey, what did we read in
Yeah, 9 and 11.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. But it was a precept we was reading, but it said that we were slated to what? Salvation. That was First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, man. No, the 5th chapter. But nevertheless, it said that the Lord sanctioned us for salvation, man.
Yeah, he had not upon us to wrath, man.
That's
Salvation. But hey, man, but other people, man, that's not of the elect. They are upon to the Lord's wrath, man. No, they are upon to destruction.
That's the one I thought you was talking about, though. This Romans 11 and 7.
Just to back up that brother, man.
It says, "What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
That's right, man. Hey, get election right there, huh?
Yeah,
About the shot.
But yeah, you said, the rest were blinded. We won't be a blinded mind, man. I'm going to verse 4 now in that 2 Corinthians chapter 4. "In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. That's the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushua, who is the image of the Most High, shall shine unto them." Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, man, the rest are blinded by what? Esau, man, his philosophy, man.
God.
You
Ultimately, they love it here, man.
they love it.
All right,
man.
they love it. They love the doctrine. They love the ways of this world. All right, and all of the things that come with it. Okay, they've been wooed, right? Get that word in the online etymology to be wooed. All right, I think I get it. I should be in my recents. Right here.
Oh, you want me to get that word?
But
Yeah, election.
in that Romans 11, we read on down some more, it's gonna show that even David put a curse upon him to not even get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get them to keep going in that. But like I was saying, woo, WOO, right? In the online etymology, it says to woo, to court, to marry. All right. It says, and really, that's the point of it, man. They married the ways of Esau, man. Okay. Esau has married them. Esau has become their husband, man. You see? But keep going in that Roman. Yeah, you got it? Yeah, right.
God, it says the act of picking out, choosing of the act of the Most High's free will, by which before the foundation of the world he decreed his blessing to certain people, persons. The decree made choice which he determined to bless certain people through Yahushua by grace alone. a thing or a person chosen, a person, the Most High's elect. And that's the point.
Hey, but ultimately, man, hey, the Lord has chosen a particular group of people to what? To sanction for salvation, man.
It said before the foundation of the world. Man.
That's right. It also say that back in that second Ezra, the 9th chapter, in the 7th verse, man.
Ain't in that word, it was a charity.
Yeah, it hey, the Lord has cherry picked a certain people to be elect, right? To get that salvation, okay? To avoid that wrath. Go ahead with that.
What was that?
You was at verse 7.
Verse 8.
Yeah, verse
On Romans 11 and 8, it says,
Now, since we got that definition, go back to 7.
Romans 11 and 7, it says, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Right. Hey, they obtain what? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay. Hey, the things in which gonna keep them stable in them times, right? That's the only thing that's gonna keep us stable in those times, man. See, the Lord has given us and given it to us. Okay? Lord willing, we are the elect. Keep going.
Verse 8, it says, according as it is Salaki, as it is written, God had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them.
The last one.
Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
That's right, man. You know, so like this brother said, hey, David even prayed that 2/3 of the nation of Israel get basically fooled by the Lord, man. That they don't get this. Yeah, it's a curse. All right. And that the elect get what? The blessings, okay, of these scriptures, man. All right. But bring out whatever y'all got, man.
Yeah,
I know you was holding the precept.
No, I think I had brought it up.
Huh.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Back you said,
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. We'll get it.
it's the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. It reads, with him is strength and wisdom, to deceive and deceive all his.
Yeah,
And the Lord, you know, that's the Lord's doing. If you deceive, bro, the Lord wants you to be deceived.
that's right.
He don't want you to get it. And Jake, you know, deceive with all these false philosophies and doctrines. You know what I'm saying? These different prophecies. You think they got it, bro. Listen to these different other groups, you know what I'm saying, bro? But the Lord got it to what? The certain 2/3 will be deceived, but the elect will have the true wisdom, the true truth. Now you understand the scripture, bro. You got it, bro.
Yeah. You know, ultimately being what? Hey, they're gonna be outside of that shadow, like the brother brought on that song, man.
Yeah.
Right? They're gonna be outside of that shadow. They won't get the rest. Okay, they're gonna be what? Ultimately, what? Get baked, man. Why that here? But you want to bring something up? No. I was looking for one real quick. Get it in. It's in the book of Job. Get it where it say the day of wickedness is for the wicked. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This Zechariah 13 and 8, it says, it shall come to pass that in the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
And what that's going into, man. All right, hey, 2/3 gonna be left to die here, right? In America. That land going into America, man. 2/3 gonna be left there. All right, keep going.
If I could say right quick, because I brought that out, okay, because you made the point that 2/3 of our people are not gonna get it. Okay, and the Lord made it that way perfectly for prophecy's sake, man. Okay.
Let him bring this out real quick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is Job 21 and verse 30. It says, wicked is preserved. It says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. Question mark. They shall be brought forward to the day of wrath.
That's right, man. All right, that same 2/3, okay. Hey, they're being reserved, all right, for what? The day of what is it? Destruction, man.
The day of wrath.
The day of wrath. Okay, keep going.
Verse 9 says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
Go into it.
Gone. But that third part, okay, is the elect, man, being refined through that God, that spiritual fire, man. Okay, because 2/3 of our people, as it said in the previous verse, must die, man. They must go through that physical fire. Okay, but the third part must be refined spiritually, man, that we may be found blameless to get salvation, man.
Yeah, what's that spiritual fire, man?
Mm.
No chastening, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? No afflictions, no tribulation, trial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that fiery trial, man, that's all. That's all. The elect, man. Go to that. That's that spiritual fire, man. The elect going through, man. To what? To be refined, man. To all the way. You know what I'm saying? For them to obtain salvation at the end, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Go ahead and get that from me. Out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 16, and it reads, wash you, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil.
Hey, I'm gonna get you to keep reading down to verse 20. But going into what that brother was saying, because what do that making up of the law go into? Putting away sin, man. Putting away the ways of this world. Okay, keep going.
Isaiah 1 and 17. Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow.
Keep going.
Come now and let us read together, saith the Lord. Though your sin be as a scarlet, it shall be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, it shall be as wool.
That's right, man. All right, and which that's what the elect are doing now, man. Okay, purging themselves that those scarlet colored sins be turned white as wool, showing purity, man. Okay, go ahead.
Isaiah 1 and 19. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, but the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
That's right, man. There's a consequence for not coming back until Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, and the way you come back by doing that is what? Hey, washing yourself, as it said. Okay, repenting. All right.
I got a precept too whenever you finish.
Because we gonna jump down to verse 24.
Isaiah.
Go ahead. Let that brother go.
Kind of just to back you up on how you cleanse your ways. This is Psalms 119 and 9. And it says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to that word. Yeah, right. And it's plain and simple, man. That's the only way you can cleanse yourself, man, by taking heed to this word.
That's right. Go ahead with that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, 6 and 7. On verse 6, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. It says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him. To our power, he will abundantly pardon. Okay, backing up your point. Okay, you said how our sins will be forgiven, man. Okay, so this is what we coming back to the Lord for, that he may pardon our sins, man. But you got it.
Yeah, but before he partners, man, hey, man, you gotta cleanse it, man.
Right.
So we can be pardoned.
Yeah.
You know, which ain't the blood he brought out, man. What cleanses, man? Just word. Also, man, what cleanses too is chastisement, man. You know, chastening, man. Which I got one to back that up. There's a Proverbs chapter 20, verse 30. The blueness of the womb cleansing away evil. So do stripes, the inward parts of the belly.
Hey, when you go into that word blueness, it goes into the blow, right, or the strike. Okay. Hey, when you that's just like when you spank your kid, man. Right? It's not to what to endanger their life. Nah, it's actually to what? To help them. All right. They're gonna remember, damn, I got my ass tore up the last time I put my hand, on the stove or whatever the case may be. And you won't do it again.
Yeah, go welcome me to this precept, brother.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastening of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
Yep.
Just saying, man, we're being chastened of the Lord, man. So I got that word chastisement too in the book.
Hey,
It means to train children. We come back as, man. It's those little children, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? To be instructed, man, or taught, or learn. Cause one to learn, to chastise.
Yeah. Hey,
You got
go ahead. Salaki.
and of those who are molding the character of others by reproof and admonishing, to chastening by the afflictions of evils, calamities, to chastening with blows, that blueness, man, that blue, that's why I got that precept too. That's that bird precept right there, yeah. The blues on the womb, man, that's what cleanses, man, the chastening, man, because, man, us being chastened by the Lord, man, it makes us repent, man, to where we won't go off anymore, man, we offend less. Because man, we in this flesh, man, we're going to subject to go off, man. You know what I'm saying? Daily. But then day, man, we offend less though, man, by what? By that discipline, man, by the Lord disciplining us, man, by this word. Chastening us, man. So hey, man, we gonna obtain salvation out there, man.
Get Proverbs 3:11.
Because man, first of all, man, hey man, the Lord gave us this truth, man, not to be to destroy us, man, but to obtain salvation, man. Y'all got it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be worried of his correction."
That's right. Hey, it said despise not, man. All right, so the different counsels in which the Lord put before men, okay, things of that nature. Because ultimately, you got to understand that if you find yourself within a council, you're being counseled to what? You're getting hit with that poking rod, right? To turn back, because the ways in which you're going, hey, you're leading yourself to perdition, man, to destruction. All right, so it's important that the Lord chastise us. You see, and ultimately, we're gonna end it on that one. But get the next.
Verse 12, it says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he correct, even as a father, the son in whom he delighted."
And that's gonna go right into the next one, man.
This is that Hebrews 12 and verse 6. It says, "For whom Yahweh loveth, he chasteneth, and scourged every son whom he received."
That's right, man. He scourged every son that he received, because what? We come out the world, with different things in which we're used to doing, okay, things in which we're accustomed to doing that are of this world. But the Lord got to mold us into those men that are fit to be on those chariots, like we started with, man. You can't get on the chariots doing the same nigga shit, man.
Taking that dross out of it.
Keep going.
Verse 7, it says, "If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with his sons. For what son is he who not the father chastening not?"
Hey, and that goes into that weary that he read in that Proverbs 2, man. Okay. Hey, 3, don't get weary when you getting rebuked, man, and chastened. All right, just endure it. Okay, you understand that the Lord not doing it to destroy you, otherwise you wouldn't even be in the truth. Okay, you just have to endure it, however the blueness is. All right. Okay, some men have different strengths of blueness that the Lord give them. All right, but it's custom to your spirit, man. All right, or the offense that you have created. Okay, finish it out with verse 8.
Verse 8, it says, "But if ye be without chastenment, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons?"
That's right, man. So if the Lord not chastening you, man, you're a bastard. You're the same as Esau. Okay, look at Israel. How could I say history in a whole? The Lord chastened Israel because of what, man? Our offenses, but He's not chastising Esau, man. Okay, but any closing points?
He said in the book of Amos, "Therefore I will punish you for your iniquity."
That's right.
Because the Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why he's not worrying about what the other nations is doing. We're his children, the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
So he liken the other nations as nothing, man.
His children, man. His children.
That's right. But before we get out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hopefully elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa.
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 Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.